Are we live? Oh my god. We are here. Hi guys, I'm Chan Sterling, and I want to welcome you guys to our very first attempt at the Haunted Hangovers Hungry Hangover. Sorry. Woo! Haunted Hangouts Hungry Hangout. That's the name of the show. I am not hungover, oddly enough, but I guess I'm talking that way. Today, we are going to be making a Japanese, favorite, a Japanese kind of like street food, a very, very comfort food called Okonomiyaki. This is something that I've always enjoyed. I've wanted to have, when I was a kid, I wanted to try it for years and years and years after seeing it in a bunch of different anime, particularly Ranma 1/2. And so now, several years ago, I was able to have it, and I'm going to make it myself and see how we do. If you guys are curious about the recipe, it is based on the Serious Eats recipe, which you can find. We posted some links. If you do, if you're in the Twitch chat and do exclamation recipe, it'll link you the recipe, so that way you guys can follow along if that, floats your boat, if that's what you're looking for. So, why don't I go ahead and get started here. I got to pull up my recipe myself. So, okonomiyaki. What is okonomiyaki? Now, okonomiyaki is a kind of a portmanteau in Japanese. Yaki meaning grill. So if you've had yakisoba or takoyaki, things like that, it's on the grill. And okonomi meaning as you like it. So okonomiyaki is as you like it on the grill. It really became popular during World War II when rice was on the, was kind of hard to get in Japan, so they started using a lot of other vegetables, particularly cabbage. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to make our cabbage pancake, and we're going to add a whole bunch of different stuff on top. And that's what gets us our okonomiyaki, or Japanese cabbage pancake. Now, let me show you what I got in here. Let me open up this. I've disappeared. Oh no. I gotta get all my sauces and my stuff. Oh my gosh. I've got my table set up here, but these are the cold things. I didn't want these to go bad. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, what else do I need? Eggs. Alright, so we're gonna put a bunch of things in a bowl, so that way we can get it all mixed up and good. So what we're going to start with is our cabbage. Now what we're using for cabbage, this is not traditional. This is called, there's a lot of moving parts, and this is, angel hair coleslaw. It's finely shredded green cabbage. I'm sure that if we did a different kind of cabbage, it might turn out better, but we're going to see, the best we can get with what we have here. So we're going to use a full one of these. This is approximately, we determined what? About half a head of cabbage?
I think we determined it was a whole head of cabbage.
A whole head of cabbage?
I could be wrong.
It has 2 cups, about 7 cups of cabbage. So this ingredient we're using wants half a cabbage, about 4 cups. So we're going to use a little bit more than half of this bag, because this is about 7 cups in here. And I like cabbage, so I don't mind going a little over. All right. What we have next, so I need to add some scallions. Now, scallions, what do we call this? What are scallions? They're they're green onion. They're a little fancy because they're long and thin, and they're kind of like a leek, but not as big.
Nothing like a leek.
They're nothing like a leek?
Visually, they're similar to
They look almost identical to a leek, but smaller.
Taste-wise.
I mean, maybe I just don't know what leeks taste like. I have a bunch of leeks here. We're only going to be using
We don't have any leeks here.
Sorry, 3 scallions here. We're only going to be using 3 today. I have a different recipe that's using the rest of them.
Are you sponsored by Pepsi?
Oh my goodness, are they watching me?
No.
Can you just see it in the corner?
Bottle
No, it's sorry. I have to have it like put to the side so all you see is the background, so no one can tell. I know I'm drinking Pepsi. Who am I? I went to Little Caesars today, and all Little Caesars had was Pepsi. I'm sorry.
When did you go to Little Caesars?
That's what I had for breakfast. All right, so Jesus forgot. Got my. What's wrong?
There's a brown spot. I don't like it.
I'll cut away out the brown spot. Look, it's gone already. It's gone. Cutting up our scallions. We don't really like the white part at the end, right? That's not the good stuff.
You don't want the root.
Yeah, the actual rooty portion. You want the nice leafy green stuff. That's where the flavor's at. Now for our recipe, we do want it nice and finely chopped. The point is everything in here is going to get mixed together nice and fine, and that's going to get us our, what's the word I'm looking for? The nice consistency of the pancake, so to speak. So we're going to try to get this as fine as you can get it. I'm not the best at chopping, so to speak, so I feel like every time I do this, I'm getting better and better. So I just learned this week. So one of the guys I follow on cooking on YouTube, Babish, if you're not following him, you really should. He does a Basics with Babish show, and he told me I should be holding my knife like this, so I have control over it. Why there's a handle now, I don't know.
Me slightly.
Don't be scared. I'm learning from the internet.
Did you also learn from him that you should make the claw when you're chopping things?
He did, but I forgot that part. Scallions. So if this is a scallion, what's a rapscallion?
I'm leaving now.
That's a thing. Like, why?
I'm leaving our house.
Don't leave. So if it's a rapscallion, you know, what is that? I know it's some sort of, you know, it's a rogue, a knave, you know, some sort of dastardly do, a ragabound.
You're not even saying words.
They are words. They're just old words. All right, I think we're almost scallioned out. I'm not going to do these long parts. Done with those. All right, so we're going to add this to our pot. I watched that video of Kristen Bell and Dave Grohl singing Sandman and then Snowman all mixed together, and now I can't get... Do you want to build a snowman out of my brain? No, it's stuck in there. All right, so we have our scallions, our cabbage. We're going to go ahead and mix in some Beni Shoga. Did I get Beni Shoga? Beni Shoga is the radish, I believe. Yeah, this was fun. So I did go to one of my local Asian supermarkets to get a bunch of different stuff. So I've got my Beni Shoga pickled cabbage. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of this. So 2 ounces of cabbage. What's an ounce? Is that a teaspoon? I mean, that's not the right measurement type, right?
Yeah, you want to use something that can measure ounces.
I don't have anything that measures ounces.
Measuring cups do.
I guess. All right, so measuring cups. All right, so 4 ounces is here. If 4 ounces is here, I need like the barest amount. I'm just gonna do a couple of spoons, a couple of forks of this, to be honest. All right. Yeah, just get a little bit in there. Yeah, I like radish. Gonna make it in there. That's fine. Oh, we were gonna put on music. I forgot about that.
I don't know how we're supposed to do it.
I was gonna put music on the radio using a CD. Old technology. Who'd have thought about that? All right, I want to use 3/4 of my katsuboshi. So I've got this. This is going to be our bonito flakes katsuboshi. Ooh. So we're going to use about 3/4 of this in here. So we have a little bit reserved left for mixing. So.
Topping.
Yeah, for topping, sorry. I'm mixing now. We're topping later. I don't know if anyone's actually in the chat. I can't see the recipe and chat at the same time, so I apologize. I assume there's not. All right, we need to mix our eggs. So for this recipe, we are going to be using 2 large eggs. All right. So now that we got it all mixed up, I need a little bit of water added in. So we're going to be adding, how much water to this? Half cup cold water or dashi. I have some dashi, but I think for this I am just going to use some water on this. Dashi is going to be your fish stock.
There should be cold water in the fridge.
All right. Godfrey, you have to move. My cats, they're very intrigued because they're smelling all these smells. There's fish smells. Half a cup. So not much, just half a cup of water. All right. So we've got our, I think everything's in here. Cabbage, scallions, half. So we got the greens, some bento, some benishoga, katsuboshi, the eggs, the water. We're going to sprinkle with our flour. Now our flour, we got a special Okonomiyaki flour. I imagine you can use any flour you want, but it seems that there are flours for every type of use that I didn't know. Whether you're making pancakes or crepes or tiny spring rolls, you have a different type of flour. So we're going to use this just right here. So I'm just sprinkling this with the flour. But I need 3/4 cup, so use the flour later. Okay, all right. So let's get this baby open. All right, scissors. Just sprinkle some flour in there. All right. Now I'm going to use a fork, and we're going to beat it all up, get it all mixed together. Yeah. That's always the fun part when you're mixing. You actually finally get to mix the eggs in, get it all ground up. Now it says that when we mix it, we should be getting it to until it turns into like a batter. We get some bubbles in here. And so if we're not getting bubbles and it's not turning into a batter, we use more flour and more water until we get there. But I think we're going to get there with what we got. It's looking pretty mixed. What do you think?
I think that fork's making a lot of scraping noise.
All right, I guess I could use this.
Almost like we own it. No, a whisk!
What do I use?
Like a spoon or a spatula?
Ay, ay, ay.
You're just gonna get like whisk full of cabbage bits.
Maybe I'm hopeful. I'm whiskful for them cabbage bits. Does this make less sound?
There you go, that's better.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, it's a lot easier too.
Imagine that if you use the correct tool.
All right. Well, you know, it's a little goopy, so I'm going to add a little bit more flour because I've got the bubbles that it described, but I've got a lot more liquid than I anticipated. So one of the benefits of this being an as-you-like-it dish is that it's very forgiving. At least that's what everyone on the internet said, which made me feel a lot less nervous about trying it out live with you guys without ever having cooked it myself first. All right. This is looking like a batter. See all that mixed up? We're getting bubbles. So good. We're going to let this sit off to the other side until we get time to cook. What we're going to start with, however, is the base of this okonomiyaki. Now, you can use anything you like, as we said. So I'm going to use this big, fatty base of rib bacon. Rib bacon. So, I need to get it out of its home and cut it to shape so that it fits inside of my pan. So let's open you up.
How wants to help?
Oh, hi, Gerd. He just wants the bacon.
Yeah.
He also didn't get fed his dinner yet, and he's very mad.
It's not his dinner time.
He says anytime after 3 o'clock could be dinner time. So, this bacon is just a little... You know what? I think it'll fit. I don't need to cut it down to shape.
You just put it in the cold pan, though.
That's true, but I just need to see what the size was going to be like.
You might have to cut one in half, and it can be the 2 ends, and then the longer pieces can go in the middle.
So I'll do one cut here. You know, if I cooked this ahead of time, I could have planned out where everything was going to be. So one of the things about rib bacon, though, I do have to check through.
Oh yeah, your bones.
Yeah, make sure none of the bits have bones. Oh no, there's a lot of bones in this.
Yeah, just cut the bones out.
All right.
We do own smaller knives as well. If that was something that you're interested in.
Nah.
Utilizing for your life.
Nah.
Okay.
The bigger knife makes me feel like more of a man.
It makes me feel like you're gonna cut your own hand off by accident.
Would you like me to use the smaller knife?
No, it's fine. Is that your garbage bowl?
Yes.
You're just gonna have to touch bacon again in a second. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. Why you gotta throw it?
Dramatic effect.
Is that easier?
I mean, I guess. It's not as sharp. So I guess that's the flaw of using the rib bacon, is that because it is rib bacon, there are the bones, but I imagine that's going to make it nice and tasty. Because...
Mostly it was because we couldn't get pork belly.
I mean, yes. I definitely want pork belly. Most recipes call for it.
Cut them all in half?
At this point.
Oh, okay.
Just to make it easier on me. Most recipes call for pork belly. And I imagine the pork belly probably does have some benefits to it. The fat content is probably going to help you out a little bit. That's why I opted for the rib bacon as opposed to a slab bacon or even just a generic bacon. I had a butcher that's able to cut this for me to thickness. So I got it a lot thicker than you would normally get bacon just at the grocery store. Which does make it easier on me to be able to simulate that the feel of pork belly. So... You want to layer this down. Now, so how we're going to make this pancake, just so you understand what's going to happen, is we're layering this on the bottom so it'll be nice and cooked all the way through. And also, what it's going to do is act as a base for the pancake to go on top.
Did you hear the screaming?
Oh, someone screamed at me.
Liz is hosting us on her channel.
Hey! Thanks, Liz.
If you guys don't know Liz, I mean, anyone who's watching came from Liz's channel, so you all know Liz, but
Hi.
Liz say she's super cool, you should go follow her, but you probably already are.
You probably already are. But I thank you, Liz. So yeah, what we're doing is we're making this nice, fun base. So that way, it cooks nice and even down here. It acts as a bottom for the pancake itself. I think that's good.
Yeah. That one piece might be a little bit big, even.
This one?
Yeah, the sticky uppy one.
Maybe I can get the smaller guy. So yeah, this acts as a base for the rest of the pancake to hang out on top of. I'll have to cook these.
There, I can... Or not.
Are you helping?
I'm trying to help.
I appreciate it. All right. We have to wash this towel after I'm using this to wipe my hands.
I see that.
It is what it is. Also, I should have set this to not go to sleep immediately.
How do I do that?
At this point, it's just we're just gonna have to live.
Late. This is our lives now.
Yep. All right, so we're about to start cooking with gas. I always cook with gas.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, check it out. Check it out. Listen. Yeah. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna set this over a medium heat because we want it to definitely cook. The nice thing about using the fatty content is that we don't have to use any extra oil, so all the oil is just specifically for what we're doing here. At this point, we are going to take our mixture and go ahead and coat this completely over top of the pork belly. Get a nice even spread. So there are apparently multiple different, as with anything that's going to be as you like it, there are multiple different ways of cooking this and multiple different styles. A lot of Americans refer to this as kind of like a Japanese pizza, just because of the nature of changing all the different ways you can cook it. But one of the things that I found most fascinating is also it has it's different depending on what city you go to, which also feels like pizza. You know, Chicago pizza, New York pizza, it's very different. In Japan, whether it's like I believe it was Hiroshima pizza or Hiroshima Okonomiyaki or Tokyo Okonomiyaki is going to be different. One, you start with the pancake on the bottom, and it's very much more like a crepe where it's just pancake and you add stuff in as it cooks. Whereas this one is the more traditional, which is with it all mixed together as a pancake, and we add some toppings afterwards.
Meow.
So yeah, at this point, this is about 10 minutes of us sitting here, letting this hang out. I need to cover it just so I can get the top cooked down. I did go out and buy a new pan that I don't have a lid for, so I'm improvising with one of these. I'm going to set my timer for 9 minutes and 30 seconds, because I feel like I already yammered for about 30 seconds. And at that point, I'm going to go through some of our toppings, and actually I need to make one of the toppings while we're here. So, sad news for Chan here. I discovered recently that I have a weakness to soy.
It is your kryptonite.
I love Asian food. I used to live almost exclusively on Shin Ramen. And so the fact that I can't do soy anymore sucks. So one of the traditional toppings for Okonomiyaki is going to be Okonomiyaki sauce. Some companies, they use bulldog sauce, a couple different things. So I'm going to make what is the closest approximation I can find on the internet, which is pretty simple. We're going to start with some tomato ketchup. Ooh, tomato ketchup.
Soy-free.
Yes, I am using Kewpie mayo. I know it has soy in it. I'm taking that chance. You can't really simulate the Kewpie mayo without it. And then we're going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire? Worcester sauce.
It's definitely not Worcester sauce.
But I know people who live.
That's Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester sauce. And so what they advised is equal parts Worcestershire sauce and ketchup. So I'm going to mix that up. See what that tastes like.
That's because Worcester, Massachusetts doesn't have the Shire on the end. It's just Worcester. Worcestershire is Worcester with Shire.
Worcestershire. That's right then, Worcestershire.
I'm gonna think.
Why am I wrong? Help.
Not technically wrong.
Educate me.
Irritating.
Not technically wrong and irritating is like where I live my life.
Yeah.
All right. Try to get that mixed up, get some of the chunks out of it. Chunks.
See, this is what you would use a whisk for. Or a fork, which is like a small whisk. But now you've already started using a butter knife.
Oh, I heard a sound. What sound is that?
Oh, Liz followed us.
Oh, hi Liz. Thanks for following us.
It was Shelley Duvall getting stabbed.
Ah!
Not stabbed, I guess. Axed?
She's not getting axed. She's just like
Being
attacked.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got the consistency about right. Let's see.
Okay. Is it Worcesterry?
It's very Worcesterry. It's good though.
I'm putting eel sauce on mine.
Yeah, that makes sense. So let me talk about some of the other things we're going to do. So I'm going to use a bit of this. It gives it some tanginess.
Here, I can put the ketchup and the Worcester away.
Oh, thank you. I also went out and got this. If you don't know what this is... Oh God, we scared Liz! Sorry. It is the haunt...
It's your fault that we do this, by the way. The screaming was inspired by you.
Yes!
So...
And this is the haunted hangout, so we thought that was a good vibe. So anyway, this is Kewpie mayo. Yeah, thank you. So this is Kewpie mayo. This is going to be your Japanese mayo. It's a lot sweeter, and it comes in this like weird, like squiggly bottle. You see how like squishy it is? Ooh. I think more things should be in squishy bottles. What do you think, Em?
It's too squishy. It makes me uncomfortable. It feels like a plastic bag full of mayonnaise. Like it's just gonna flop over at any moment.
Ooh. Ooh.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Worth having the soy allergy.
This is really good. You should try it.
I've had it before. I'm gonna put it on my pancake.
Oh my god. So I've got a little bit left of the pickled ginger, shall be fresh. Katsuboshi, our bonita flakes. And some ao nori. A little bit of dried seaweed to help us get out on top. Those are going to be our toppings for our final okonomiyaki. Emma's going to be using eel sauce. This is something I really love, but it is like nothing but soy.
Yeah, it's just basically teriyaki almost. It's like sweetened soy sauce.
So I'm going to avoid this one. My goal is anything that's dark in color usually has been causing me problems. Lighter in color, not so much. So we'll see how I do. But yeah. All right. Hi. So yeah. So I mean, I got another 4 minutes of sitting here waiting.
I mean, you can clean up your garbage bowl and your bacon and your cutting board.
Yeah. This is the not.
Why are there just scissors on the counter?
I had to open a bunch of stuff. Those are my opening scissors. You know, this actually does make a lot of sense. If you clean as you go, there's less to clean up at the end. Which is nice. It's like magic. Who'd have thought? It's like that must be like a secret of the scouts or something.
Which scouts?
I don't know, one of them.
The Eternal Scouts?
Yeah.
You want me to come hold the cat near the Okonomiyaki?
No. That'll make him just angrier.
He's already pretty angry.
He's like the angriest guy. Alright, 3 more minutes. I guess that's the part of a cooking live stream, is at some point, it's just gotta cook.
Yeah. I'm also waiting to see if you just touch this hot pan that's been sitting on top as a lid without using any sort of pot holder to protect your hand.
I mean, that's not going to happen now because you mentioned it.
It's because I don't want you to burn your hand off. The cat is looking at you.
Well, that's because he thinks I'm making his dinner and I'm not.
Amazing. I wish I could swivel the camera more easily.
I mean, it's got a handle.
Yeah, but it's very, like, creaky. Here, let me show you guys our cat. Look at him. Look at him staring. He is a fatso. He gets wet food every night at about this time. So he thinks he's getting his wet food. But he is not. We are cooking our own dinner first. We can wait.
Alright. Did you pan to him?
I did pan to him.
Alright. I know. Can you hear the sizzle? Is the camera picking it up?
So sizzle.
Get out a Ziploc bag and save this bacon for later. Ooh, it's kicking up in there. I like it.
It smells great. I mean, how bad could cabbage and bacon be?
I mean, I'm in no matter what.
Something's vibrating. Your phone, maybe?
Someone could be calling
Someone
me.
calling you? I can't
Or
tell.
texting.
It's just making the dog gate vibrate. It's gone now, so whatever it was, it's over.
Alright.
Bye, whoever you are. Sorry, we're busy.
Alright, about another minute and a half on that.
Look at the cat!
Is it now? Is now the time?
We need to get a second camera set up for when you're cooking to just be aimed at where the cat normally sits to wait for his dinner. I think we need to do that on Saturday once we have both cameras.
Yeah, I'm excited to do this when we have the real camera set up.
Yeah, anyone who's watching, we're doing a big upgrade to our camera setup on Friday, and then we're streaming on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, it should be better. Good dance.
Nah. What was I saying? I got matching stuff.
Yeah, look at you, all matchy.
Yeah. Trying to be fancy.
No shoes, though.
No shoes. I could go put my boots on.
Clomp around the kitchen. Whoa.
I thought that would make too much noise.
Boots? Yeah, probably. That's why I said the word.
All right, about 30 seconds. I think it's about time for me to take off the lid so I can see what we're looking at down here.
Don't hurt yourself.
Ooh.
Very sizzle.
You got a good look at that, right? Yeah. So I got how good that looks. You can see the crispiness around the outside. Nice pancake top. So what we're going to do is once this goes off, I'm going to try to drain off just a little bit of that fat and hope I don't mess anything up. That's the most dangerous part of this whole recipe.
And then do we flip it?
And we flip it. That's one of the reasons I have this, is this will act as the flipper.
Dripping water everywhere.
This will act as the top when I do my flip. So, turn the gas off.
Let me dry that middle so that when you use it to put the pancake on, it's not like all moist.
Smart. All right, so let me just see if I can just get just a little bit of that fat off. If it looks like it's not coming, I'm not going to worry about it. But oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, it's moving nice and easy. So.
Behind you.
All right, folks on the internet, this is the most dangerous part or the scariest part.
I'm letting the dog in while it happens.
Oh, of course. So wish me luck. I don't know which hand is the most important hand. Oh, God. Okay.
You can do it.
I can do
You don't
it.
need a mitt on the hand that's not... No, you can do it.
Okay.
Do it.
1, 2, 3. Huh!
Oh, hot grease just went all over the stove.
All right, that's good. That's fine.
Put it down on the other side, and then slide your hand out from underneath it.
Oh. So check that out. So now we're going to slip that down back into the pan.
You might want to use a different burner that didn't get hot grease all over it.
This is where we're cooking.
Okay.
It's fine.
Just don't want a grease fire.
We're not going to have a grease fire. Alrighty, so that kind of worked.
Yeah, that was pretty good, except
Yeah.
for the hot grease going everywhere.
I mean, we're learning. All right. So this thinks we're going to need about another 8 minutes, so.
Oh. Can't take you anywhere.
Listen,
You get to clean the stove.
I cleaned it before we started. I'll clean it when I'm done. Do, 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 do.
Oh, now look at the cat.
Is he just giving up at this point?
I don't know. You also got some debris over here.
Oh no, debris.
There was a bunch on the pan from when you flipped it, and then when you put it back on top, it like oozed off.
Oh,
It's
no.
just dripping.
Oh god, it still is.
Yeah. Also, some raw egg may have gotten on top of the pancake.
It's fine.
This is fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
This
It's
is
fine.
fine.
It is going to be fine. I mean, with all the steam, all the egg is going to be cooked enough. It's going to be fine. So yeah, just another 6 more minutes, and then we're going to take it out and cut it up and eat the hell out of this bastard.
Try not to die.
Try not to die.
Name of the game. What are we making on Saturday?
Saturday, we were making tonteki?
Pork tonteki.
Pork tonteki. That's another, so can you give me a little bit of I don't know what tonteki is. You just told me that's what I'm
Okay,
cooking,
so
and I don't really know what it is.
Pork tonteki, which I've read up on slightly and watched a couple YouTube videos. There's a food movement in Japan called BQ Gourmet, which means B grade gourmet. So it's basically like a step down from gourmet food, but it's better than just like slop that you get wherever.
Sure.
So they focus on like quality preparation ingredients, but it's more home style than like a fancy gourmet restaurant. So these pork tonteki, it's basically pork chops that they sous vide. So we'll be doing our sous vide, and then they quickly fry the individual pork chops after they've been sous vide, and you serve them with like a sauce and cabbage, and they just look really good. So,
all right.
We like sous videing stuff. We like pork.
It is what it is. That's what we're just where we're gonna be. That's just where we're gonna be.
I think it's more fun to watch you make experimental things than things that you're familiar with.
That's true. I mean, this was the game. The flip was what I was the most nervous about with this whole recipe.
You did pretty well.
I'm happy with the flip. Thanks, Serious Eats. You guided me in the right direction. If you don't check out Serious Eats for food, I do recommend it. That website is great.
Yeah, they are.
They've given us most of the temperatures and secret tips and hints that I want for the food that I like. Whoever runs the editor, Kenji
Lopez Alt.
So he likes food the way that I like food, like the same consistency, temperature. Like I'm in it.
He runs a great YouTube channel as well.
So, ooh.
Wafting the pork smell.
Oh god, it smells so good. I wish I could smell-o-vision you folks at home.
Just describe it to them.
So, we definitely have a nice bacony smell because it's getting nice and crisped. But now all the smells of that cabbage are really coming through, and we're getting nice hints of that pickled cabbage that's in there. That's starting. I guess the vinegar is starting to bake off a little bit, and that's really coming out. That smell. And oh god, it smells so good. Now I dance with the dog, Charlie. Do 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 do. Charlie, dance, Charlie. You can see Charlie over here, right?
No.
No?
Nope.
Not at all.
Not at all.
What about now? No?
A little bit.
Oh well, I tried.
You get into like trance.
No, then it'll like knock the pan and it'll go Okonomiyaki everywhere.
Here, Charlie, go by Channing. Go on. That's our dog. Nope, he's hiding.
Charlie, say hi to the internet. No.
Hi, internet.
I'm scared. No, don't stream me, bro.
Leaves the room.
He's gone. All right. 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Bless you. This is thrilling.
It is super
Oh,
thrilling.
you should probably turn the fan on.
It's going to make too much sound. I'm going to live with the smoke so that way you guys can hear my soothing voice. No? I mean, if I had like a little personal mic, maybe I'd turn the fan on. But
Oh, we could get you one of those.
Yeah, eventually.
Someone said there's one on Amazon that's like $10, and apparently it's pretty good quality.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, what I can do is pull this and have, because that's got a long cord, onto my belt, and then that can go up into my mic.
Oh.
Because that has a line in and a line out.
Oh, okay. The cat is now feeling as if we've forsaken him, staring forlornly out the window.
It's completely given up. You know it's getting close when I pull the forks out. That means it's almost time to eat.
I'm excited.
I am very excited.
It's like your Okonomiyaki dance.
Smell it, smell it.
I can smell it.
The dog can smell it.
Dog
The cat can smell it. He's not happy.
Smell everything. You can smell the future and the past.
You can smell the
You
future.
can pace nervously in a circle.
Make sure we're not burning anything. I just like to see it. Oh, yeah. You guys see what that looks like?
Can you like scoot it around the pan a little bit in the oil, or is it stuck?
And it's a little stuck.
Okay.
Give it a few more minutes. Okay, she needs 30 more seconds.
Hang on. Hold, please. Pardon me. I'm gonna feed our dog.
Yay! Oh God, Jesus!
I almost just died.
He almost took the tripod with him.
Dog or a cow? Oh yeah, it definitely moved. Oops.
It's fine.
This is fine.
It's
fine. This is fine.
It's fine. All right. So this comes off. Heat comes off. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of the oil to drain away for us. So we're gonna see if we can. Should I try to flip it again? Let's see. Are you moving? Oh God.
Is it stuck? Use a spatula. It might need another minute. If like bits are coming off. Yeah, it needs more time.
Yeah.
Just turn it lower and let it hang out.
Because it's not moving on its own.
Yeah.
But you want it custardy in the middle.
It's fine.
You sure?
Definitely still custardy. In fact, I would use the spatula that doesn't have holes in it, so the stuff isn't like getting all stuck in it. Hear the dog.
Mm-hmm. He has to sing to his food before he eats it.
Sing you the song with my food.
I think it's good to go. It's
Yeah?
sliding.
Okay.
Flame off. All right. It's there. Let me get this cut into 2 pieces and I'll decorate it. So, I don't know if you guys can see where I'm at.
Here, I can adjust.
So I'm gonna go ahead and.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. Oh jeez. We need a better tripod situation.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cut all the way through, so that way I can spatula a little bit over for Emily, so she can have one. She gets the prettier one.
Oh, thanks.
See how pretty it is after it slides?
Yeah.
All right. Now, traditionally, it would be flipped one more time, like over on top, so you can see all the pancake stuff, but I'm not pushing my luck today.
I also think the bacon side is prettier.
Yeah. So, how am I going to top my okonomiyaki? So, traditionally, we try to get a nice crisscross drizzle pattern, so I'm going to try for that. So,
Are you done with the spatula?
yeah.
Okay.
So since this is not coming out of a tube, it's not doing quite what I want it, but we'll try it. Kewpie mayo, that's going to help me out though.
Oh, wait, open this oyster sauce.
The nori. Get a nice healthy. Oh, that might be too much, but you know, all the pictures I saw were like
Put
fucking.
it into your hand
We're fucking
first.
coated, so. A little bit more katsuboshi. It's nice and hot, and it kind of like crinkles as it
Yeah,
lands.
they dance.
Mm-hmm. And then I am gonna finish up with just. Oh, where's my fork? Here it is. Just a little bit more of the pickled cabbage on top. Give it a little bit of color.
The squeeziness of this bottle is unsettling to me.
All right. And this is my okonomiyaki. Oh no, you can't see the yum yums. Can you see it now?
If you come further away from the or do that.
Okay. I sprinkled That's on there. Ignore the plate not being so pretty. I didn't get a chance to clean the plate. But let's, so it's all mixed in there. Let's get a nice big bite.
You didn't take a picture.
The internet has it.
The internet has it. Look at the bonito flakes. They're doing a dance.
Ooh. Ooh, the pork. I think I need a knife.
Yeah, the pork's pretty thick.
Yeah. Let me a big
Steak
knife.
knives.
Get a nice slice there. Get some of the flavors, all the stuff.
Mine looks pretty.
It's got that nice custardy mix. Let's see how it goes.
How is it?
Holy shit.
Is it good?
Perfect.
Should I show them mine?
Yours is prettier.
I'm an artiste. I don't know if you can see this. Can they see this?
Yeah.
This is my slightly prettier one. If you look real close, the bonito flakes are like dancing from the heat of the pancake.
Get the focus. Hold on.
No, maybe.
Yeah, there's the focus. Yeah.
Go, bonito flakes, dance.
Blah, 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 blah. All right. Well, that does it for us.
Do you want to hang around and continue talking while you eat?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. So, this is great. Holy crap, am I super excited about this. The pork is so crispy. Like, it has a nice firmness. And then everything else is so gooey and sloppy. And if you guys...
You love slop.
You guys may not know me very well.
Chan loves a good slop plate.
I love slop.
Yeah?
It's so good. I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me eat. So I'm going to go and finish it. But thanks for joining me, guys. Like I said, we got some more technology coming in. Gonna try 2 camera setup this weekend. Hopefully it comes in. They're supposed to be here on Friday. And Saturday, for lunch, we're doing tonteki. Pork tonteki. So come on in, check us out on Saturday, and we'll see what we do. 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I'll see you guys there. Thanks for joining me. If you have any tips, please send us some comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow. This is Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.